In today's video, we will be building a budget gaming PC. Now the budget gaming PC is around about the sort of £250 to maybe £300 mark, but I've had a lot of these components kind of sitting around, so I thought let's just make a gaming PC out of this. For the first video of the year, I thought let's do something a little bit more special than just a standard video. Let's do a PC build. Why not? Hey guys. So yeah, you're probably thinking, well, for only about £250, Michael, what sort of PC can you even build for that price? Well, actually, it's not actually as bad as what you're thinking, because I know probably some of you guys are thinking, well, that's a bit of a tight budget. But what we've actually got here is actually, okay, it's older stuff, but it's not too bad. This is actually a Intel Core i5 4440, sorry. Now if I can just get that, there we go, I can get that on camera. So Intel 4th gen, it also comes with the stock cooler, which is nice. This bundle actually only cost me £50 altogether, which is actually a real bargain. For the memory, we have 8 gigabytes of RAM. I think it's only clocked at 33 megahertz. Obviously we're only using DDR3 here. But we do have dual channel, 2 sticks of 4 gigabyte RAM each, so that's not bad. And then this motherboard is quite a basic motherboard. It's a GigaByte GA H81M, so the H81 sort of chipset. So again, very basic micro ATX board, but pretty much going to do what we want it to do. And yeah, I think that's not too bad. And for our storage, we have 480 gigabytes SSD. This is the Kingston A400, so pretty much a bog standard drive, but kind of get the job done. For our power supply, this is probably a little bit overkill for actually the system that we're building, but I thought let's give the person who eventually I do sell this on to a decent power supply, so they can obviously upgrade in the future if they need to. So we've gone with the MSI, because obviously I do like my MSI products. It's the MSI MAG A550BN power supply. This is actually brand new as well in box. So that's going to be quite a nice thing. I think I actually paid about £40 for that, so, or maybe 45. So a little bit high, but really I'm not really sort of selling this for profit. I'm more or less selling it for about around about £300, just to kind of get my money back for the build, really. And just to sort of sell the parts on, and then we can obviously buy more parts of the channel. So, and then we have the sort of star of the show, well, maybe not star of the show, but the graphics card, which is obviously for a gaming PC is the main part, isn't it, guys? This is the EVGA GTX 970, the SC version, I think it is. Yeah, SC. Quite a nice little graphics card. It is a shame that EVGA don't actually make graphics cards anymore, but you know, that is what it is. But this is actually a nice one. The 970 is a 4 gigabyte card, although technically it's kind of more of a 3.5 gigabyte card. But it, you know, for 2024, is it good enough? Debatable. Probably not. But will you be able to play the old Fortnite and, you know, CS2 and all that sort of stuff, like the esports titles? Yes, no problem with this card. So I think for the CPU that we're using, you know, which is a 5th gen i5, that's going to be fine for this graphics card, and it's kind of going to be balanced enough. You could go a little bit higher with the CPU, and then obviously you might get a little bit more performance out of the GTX 970, but I think we'll be okay. I don't think we'll get many bottlenecks, so it should be fine. And then to round it all off, this is the Cit Level 2 case that we've looked at, and I will leave a link in the top right hand corner if you do want to check out the unboxing video we did of this case. It's a nice little micro ATX case. It has our 2 RGB fans at the front and one also at the back as well. We don't need a ARGB port on our motherboard powering off the SATA cable, so that's no problem there, so we don't need that. And yeah, really I think this is kind of a very budget build, but it should be fine, and I think it'll actually do quite alright. And you know, it's something just to put together today for the new year, obviously, for 2024. And I hope you guys have had a good start to 2024, and hopefully you do continue on watching my videos. And before I waffle on any further, let's get into that build. There we go, guys. Yeah, I think it's actually come out pretty well, don't you think? It was pretty easy actually building with this case, I thought. Cable management space actually surprisingly was okay, especially for this very budget case, which I think only cost about 40 or 45 pounds. I think I only paid. I think it's about only 40 actually. So I think for a little budget build under 300 quid, you can't really go wrong actually. This is actually a pretty decent system. I mean, I'm not actually going to be able to get any gaming benchmarks, unfortunately. It's kind of a quick flip, and I don't really want to go through having to install the games on a new SSD and then wipe it all again. It's just a bit of a faff, if I'm being honest. So I'm not going to put any gaming benchmarks, but we do have, or I have actually previously done a GTX 970 in 2023 video, and I will leave that in the top right hand corner for you guys. And so you can kind of sort of check out the GTX 970 and sort of see what the performance of it is. Now obviously this CPU is a little bit weaker than the CPU I think I was using. I was using like a Ryzen, I don't know what it was, like maybe a Ryzen 5 3600 maybe I was using, but I could be wrong. But obviously I was using a more powerful CPU than this one. It's only a 4-core CPU, 4-core, 4-thread, so it is going to limit our GTX 970 a little bit, but I would still say the performance is near enough to that PC. It's probably about 10% slower maybe, so you maybe like 5-10 frames slower, but it's not going to be a lot slower. And to be fair, solid 4 core in 2024, although very, very budget and probably for most people aren't going to even consider it. If you are on a very, very tight budget, you can kind of just about get away with it still. Now, yes, I would recommend certainly going 4 core, 8 thread. I certainly think like an i7 would be better here, maybe like a 4770, 4790. Potentially, obviously, going up to maybe an i7 6700 as well might be a better idea. But you can certainly do it if you really are on a very tight budget. For £300, you can actually get yourself quite a nice little PC here. So, yeah, I mean, I do think it's come out quite well. And I think from the B-roll, which I just showed you before with the lights on and everything, it does actually look not too bad, really. I mean, the only thing I don't like is the green RAM is a bit... It does make it look a bit cheap, if I'm honest. But you could even get like covers for that if you really wanted to, if you're really that aesthetically sort of pleasing on that style. But yeah, my battery's about to run out, so I better sign off, guys. So I hope you like this video, guys. Please subscribe so you can see more of these videos. Please like the video for the algorithm. Leave a comment if you like this PC build or not. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.